we got a wonderful show today. We um we got something nice for him today, Snap.
So nice.
We got we got my man Young Nook. He's actually I don't know what him and Lil Flip got going on, but he Lil Flip dude. They working together. I know he with the Clover G's. I don't know if he got his own label, he signs them or whatever. We're gonna
Maybe
get
he can
into that.
explain that to you today.
Straight out of Minneapolis. Then we got Sho Shott. He won a Crunchy Black Artist. He out of Atlanta. So we moving around the globe today. We connected and respected around here. But you do know I got to roll that intro. And there we go. Hood, hierarchy, mob cast. Every single episode, man, we're gonna give them a little background.
I know how I feel because I've been through that 1,000 times.
Lovely ghetto you, beautiful ghetto you, sweet ghetto
We made so much doing that. I started taking that money throwing the concerts. Hey, once again, it's the Hood, Hierarchy, Mobcast, and it's me,
Chill.
Uncle Beats. And the streets like white lines on the corner like a stop sign. Tell them something good, OG.
Yeah, you got your boy Snap G, the world's most professional and well-known sucker ducker.
Oh, get out the
You
way.
did. Stop
Hey.
playing.
Hey, if you want us to be all right, hit the like. If you want us to survive, hit that what?
Subscribe.
And if you really care, hit that share. And if you own it, leave a comment.
Who?
And if you want to see us fly, hit that notify.
Notify.
What else they need to do,
What
Snap?
is, man? I'm sick of asking, man. Is it another way we can get to these people, man?
Some listen, some listen. Some got
You know
manners.
what, man? Man, wipe your feet, man. Wipe your feet, man. Do you eat and throw your dishes in the sink and just leave the dishes there? It causes bacteria, man. Wipe your feet.
Wipe your feet.
Hit that like button, man.
Hit that button. Hit that
Boop.
button. Yeah,
What
man.
we got today? What we got today, Beats?
I had a question I want to ask you first, right? I seen a dude on the internet, everybody tripping on him. Cause he left prison and took his noodles and stuff with him. And they said he should have left it. What you think of that? What you think of that? What was he supposed to do, man? I know you're a timeologist.
Look, check this out. Man, you leave that, man. What you gonna do with that? They tell you a person's character and what type of dude he is.
Right.
He ain't had nothing on the street. You ain't have nothing.
To bring some.
You took 10 noodles, 5 summer sausages, 2 bags of refried beans, and 2 big bags of chips to the crib.
And know what else? When I was in there, noodles tasted like lobster to me. The minute I got home, I didn't want none of that stuff no more. The first time I ate, I'm like, gross. I never want to see this again. Yeah,
man, bro. Hey, look. I was in the county. That's that little incident with the little police dude.
Right.
A few years ago. But I was sitting in the county and my girl sent me, I think she sent me like $100 to put on my books, right?
Right.
So, but I was going to court like 3 days later. So I took that whole hunt done and bought all snacks.
Right.
Sale full of snacks. 2 days later, I go to court. They cut me loose. So it's already mandatory that I leave this in here with my celly,
Right.
especially if we on good terms.
Right.
I'm gonna leave this with you. If we not on good terms, I'm gonna leave it with somebody outside the cell.
Right. Because you're gonna be cool with somebody.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But I left it with my celly.
Right. And wish them luck. Right.
Listen to
Exactly.
me, man. Soon as I got in the car, she like, and you spent that whole 100? Cause I just sent it to you Monday. You spent it. I say, man, I left that up. What you mean? Who no, shorty, look here, man. I done did too many bits to know that you leave that stuff, man.
You spent that whole
You leave it. You know
I,
what good is it gonna do you out there?
right. Well,
You know what I'm saying?
man, today we got a special guest in the building. We got two special guests. But this first one, I just love this man. See, when I be calling people nephew and stuff, I really mean it. And this dude right here, me and him just click, just back and forth, checking out each other music, different stuff. He's he's a real success story in the music business. He's straight out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, where it gets much colder. You know what I'm saying? And
Burn.
he's actually part of Good Flips Clover Jeans movement. He out in Houston as we speak. He out in Texas. He move around everywhere with Good Flip. He do his own shows. He got his own following. I'm gonna put him at the number one independent artist that I know that's making moves right now. He represents the Midwest while he in the South. Shouts out to the one and only Young Nook
Boy,
Salute.
family.
Salute.
boy, what's popping
Family.
up? What's popping up?
Yeah, man. We see
Man,
you, man.
good to see you,
Yeah,
man. Good to see you.
it's
Uh,
always tap in with each other, you know.
we
You know,
have to
we've been
screen.
there for some years now, man.
We have to screen people just for the public. We just can't let people walk through the neighborhood and don't ask them who they are. But
Fact.
before we do that, where are you at right now, man? Look like you somewhere exclusive. Like, where are you at?
Right now, I'm at the Space City unveiling with Isaac Morris. It's a fashion show, bro.
Oh, you at a fashion
Uh,
show.
Lil Meech hosting it, Jim Jones hosting it, and then I believe my boy Flip gonna be pulling up or something like that.
Dope,
Uh,
man.
yeah, it's a fashion show, and you know what I'm saying, a lot of networking and shit like that going on. A lot of heavy hitters out here, and you know, in the mix, man. Motion
Well, you my family.
facts.
Snap ain't met you yet though. So if Snap catch you working through the hood, he gotta ask you a few questions. And what's that, Snap?
What you gotta ask me,
Man,
Snap?
man, we just want to know where you're from. You know what I'm saying? City and neighborhood, whatever
Oh,
that neighborhood is called.
okay. So I was originally born in Chicago, Cook County.
Okay.
My parents, my mom and my dad, they from Inglewood. You know what I'm saying? Well, my mom is, my dad, they from Inglewood. You know what I'm saying? Then I moved to Minnesota. As a shorty, I moved to Minnesota. So I don't like to be one of them niggas who be like, I'm from Chicago. I'm from Chicago. I ain't been there in 20
We
years.
don't curse.
So,
Just
yeah. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
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 Right.
So, yeah. So pretty much I moved to Minneapolis growing up. Coming from Chicago, we moved straight to North Side Minneapolis. Moved from North Side to South Side. I grew up in the South Side 30s, 38th in Chicago, right where the George Floyd incident happened. Like literally, that's
Wow.
my like Cup Foods. That's our neighborhood store. So I'm really
Wow.
from right there, that street, like literally that corner. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's where I'm from. You know what I mean?
Well,
So, hey, if somebody come up there and they want to get some fire Minnesota food, Where
Yeah,
they go?
man, we got some spots. I would recommend something like Olympic. You know what I'm saying? Go get you some of that. Is that's pretty much a version of can't think it off the top of my head right now. But yeah, it's if I was to compare it to Chicago or something like that, it would be a version of Harold's. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking about.
It would be a
Yeah,
version.
how you West
So
Side
go
like
get you some Olympics. You know what I'm saying? Go get you some hooks. You know what I'm
right?
Right.
saying? You,
Somebody
I've
said
been
hooks.
to Hooks.
yeah, yeah.
We got
You know what
hooks
I mean?
too.
Yeah,
I've been
yeah,
to
yeah. Go
Hooks.
get you
I've been
some
to Hooks
Olympics.
down
Go
there,
get you some
and it's
hooks, man. You know what
y'all
I mean?
Hooks is better than ours in Chicago though, for real.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, y'all got more. Y'all got more on the menu
Oh
for
yeah, yeah,
sure.
yeah. We do got more on the menu. Extra lit on the menu for sure. We
Yeah.
lit on the menu. But yeah, I recommend something like that. You know what I mean?
Well,
I mean, if
let me
Hey,
ask you
hey,
this.
hey, I got one
What
more question.
what's that?
Who inspired you, you know what I'm saying, growing up, other than your parents? You know what I'm saying? Somebody in the industry.
in the
Like somebody
industry
who
who
you listened
inspired
to
me.
and was like, man,
Okay, okay, that's easy for me, man. It was Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying? Doggy Style is still my favorite album to this day. I still listen to it at least twice a month. You know what I'm saying? Doggy Style. That's why I learned a lot of just Doggy Style, Easy E. You know what I mean? Stuff like
Right,
that. Growing up, my dad, he was a DJ. He was a DJ in the hood, like the project DJ, the one that come to the parties,
right,
had the new releases, did all of that. You know what I'm saying? So my dad really and every like holiday and shit, like every holiday and things like that, I would get like headsets and stuff like that, like for birthdays and stuff like that. So I kind of like, and I wouldn't have my own music to play in there, so I go to my dad's library, his cassette tapes and stuff like that, and I'd be playing Mace. You know what I'm saying? And just
right.
really a student of the game. Growing up listening to all that.
okay.
Well. Before I ask you this next hood question, I really shouldn't have to ask you no more, because the streets is checking in with us. Derek
Yeah.
LaFronta, Kimber said they just opened Hooks in Hudson, Wisconsin. And he also said, I see you, big bruh.
Oh yeah,
Mont-
for sure.
Montez Chuck Dog said, my dog Young Nook. So, they vouching for you. But I got
Yeah.
one more question. Now, you
What's
don't
pop?
have to give us your affiliation if you have one. If you want to, that's up to you.
What's
But
that?
where you lived at, what gangs predominate the neighborhood? I mean, street tribes.
Oh, okay. So where I live at, the 30 specifically, predominantly is Bloods. You feel what I'm saying?
Bloods.
Me personally, I'm not a Blood.
Right.
Just got affiliation with Bloods. I'm a Vice Lord. You feel what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay.
So
Dope.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm a mafia insane. So I grew up though around Bloods,
Okay.
predominantly Blood neighborhood, rolling 30s, you know what I'm saying? They're my homies and they're my people.
So how you end up being against the grain though? I'm trying to figure that. You can't just tell us that and don't tell us that.
You talking about end up being it? Well, it wasn't really against the grain. It was like I already was, you know what I'm saying. Had my teachings was you know what I'm saying molded as that. You know what I mean. And
Right.
so when I moved over there, it wasn't like I always just been a solid dude. Never been about like trying to have a nigga flip or you know what I'm saying or nothing like
Right.
that. It was just like I always did my thing. You know what I'm saying. And then a lot of the guys from the neighborhood that was like really solid in that aspect. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? In the hood, they was more so like them was my homies. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like it wasn't never no Nook can't go here, Nook can't do this or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? It was more so like that's my man's niggas better not get tight on Nook or nothing like that. Plus I
Let,
always handle my business, man. I ain't never been no sucker, no square from
let me
Delaware.
ask you something else for the people who don't know, right? So like in Minnesota, do the like the Chicago gangs, like the Lords and the Folks and the Stones and stuff, do they click with like Bloods and Crips, or do they clash? Like how do that work?
I mean, at one point it was like the Vice Lords and the Crips was clashing. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
a lot of Crips had came from LA, and
Right.
it was at a time where niggas was basically paying niggas to flip. You know what I mean?
Oh wow. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
These are things that my old heads told me. You know what I'm saying? That when they
Right.
was like niggas to drop a brick on them, and you know what I'm saying?
I'm
And
in.
no,
Okay.
saying
Right. I
they had
get it.
money. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
it was like that with them, and then it was a lot as far as like it's other organizations like Gangsta Disciples. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a lot of them in Minnesota.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of them
So
between saying
so
Minnesota.
I'm saying so do they be clashing with the LA gangs or it's just some people cool, some people ain't?
It varies, man, based off the really what side of town. Like if
I
you on
get
the
it.
north side, yeah, the Crips is into it with the Vice Lords. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? If you on the because the Crips is more so a north side thing. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm
Okay.
from. And the Bloods, Vice Lords, and Stones, they Southsiders. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay. I get it. We
and,
got
and,
the we got the streets hollering at you, man. Let me see, because I'm
the
seeing
folks,
big ones
they just
pop
go
up.
where they want to go, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right, 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 right. You know,
So,
hey, it's your
yeah,
hood, man. Can't nobody tell it
yeah,
better than you, though. You know what
yeah.
I'm
So
saying? So
they pretty
just
much go where they want to go. You know what I mean? And
okay.
uh, it been like that for a long time, man. And the soda pop like that, man. Shout out to my OG Sharif. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of other brothers. You know what I'm saying? That
Well, yeah.
put that
See,
thing down. You know what I'm
a
saying?
guest of the show. Shout out to all your people, because a guest of the show, short body, not short, short body. The homie said, I used to live around the corner from 38th in Chicago on South Side, men, and I took K with OG Box in them the 30s Bloods. So like that's what hey he from
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
about your hood.
yeah. It get like
Hey,
that,
hey,
man.
hey, how close are y'all to connect Canada? I know that's
Canada,
real close.
it's
Yeah,
close as hell, man. It's like a couple hours. You really could
yeah,
cross the Canada border, like I would say, like an hour, based on how far up north you is.
right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's only an hour away from there, the border type stuff. But to get into like Toronto or something like that is a couple hours, probably more.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, we up north, but we still the Midwest. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
we only
Yeah,
eight
I
hours
know. I
like
mean,
that from
anything
Chicago.
up in between there is the middle.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
So and
yeah.
it's still
We from the
more
middle. You know
west than
what I'm saying?
east.
Yeah, we from the middle, man.
Yeah, you know.
It don't get no more north than Minnesota, I
Yeah,
think. I think
Minnesota, you can't
Yeah.
go no further north. You feel
Hey,
me?
hey, you in a whole nother country. You know what I'm saying? It's either Minnesota or you out the country.
Yeah, yeah. You
so.
can't go no
So
further north. It's like being down here. You can't go no further south. You know what I'm
I
saying?
already I already know the answer though, because I know so many people that came down there and got rich. But
Yeah,
do they gang bang or do they get money in Minnesota?
man, they get money in Minnesota,
They
man.
get money, man. I know.
It been money soda for so long, man. Y'all
Yeah.
know, man. Y'all know, y'all the man. Probably in the '90s, y'all probably done made a couple trips. Took, you know what I'm saying, a couple trips. It was money soda then. Started out. You know what I'm saying. Now it's more so on the edge of murder soda. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas doing a lot of, they doing a lot of shit. You know what I mean? But for the
Yeah.
most part, it's soda. You know what I mean? They getting that money in Minnesota for sure.
Okay. Well, now we gotta know, man. When did you start rapping, man? Come on with it, man. Let us know, man. How did you decide like I'm finna do this thing?
I started rapping, I say like I probably was like I really had was kind of playing with it at like about 8 or 9 or something like that. But then I really wrote my first rap in juvenile detention. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? So I took it serious. Then I was like, let me try to, and I penned my first rap really in like juvenile detention and like really spit it. And then from there and I really didn't take it serious. Then I really ain't take it serious, man, until I was like headed to prison. You know what I'm saying? Because
Okay.
what was going on at the time was I was 17. Yeah, I was 17. You know what I'm saying, when I
Okay.
got admitted into state prison. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So what had happened was I was on bond. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of my homies was doing music, and
Right.
I wasn't really all the way, like, I just had like one foot in the music and one foot in the streets.
Right.
And I knew I was gonna have to do some time, so I had went through this phase where I just started recording a whole bunch of music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's when I knew I took it serious. When I was like, man, I'm using my last days to record music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I was like, so when I was recording, it's like I had a deadline by. I recorded the music, passed the mixtapes out at the time. It was physical CDs. You know what I mean? You had to burn
Right.
them joints up. So I had recorded my final project before I went in, called Get Down and Lay Down. And I had just hit the streets and passed them joints out. You know what I mean? And,
Right.
and
Hey,
it's like I felt the traction. I had liked it, the love that I was getting, really, you know what I'm saying? Before I had went in, I was like, dang, man, right when people start rocking with me, I gotta go sit down. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I was like, I must gotta get out and stick to that. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Your story almost just like Snaps. It
boy.
yeah,
almost
I'm
sound the
like, so I
same.
must,
Hey,
I'm
he's
like,
still pushing though, man. I didn't got lazy.
Right.
yeah, man. You know, you gotta keep grinding with this.
I know,
I'm
man.
gonna get into that for sure. I got some advice for artists too. But
Yo.
yeah, so what had happened was that's when I really must have, I was like, man, I must really, it must be meant for me to really take this serious. You know what I mean? So when I went and did my time, throughout my time, I was penning raps, you know what I mean? And I spit them to my cellmate and stuff like that. And they'd be like, bro, you hard, you know what I'm saying? And I'd be
Right.
like, real? And they'd be like, yeah. So then we went on the yard a few times, battled a couple niggas, you know what I mean?
Right.
Things like that. And they was just like, and I just became the nigga in jail to where the people was like, hey, I got somebody on the block that'll do you in if you really talking about you do this rap shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It became
Beats don't know nothing about that table and that cone.
yeah,
Nah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what
I,
I'm saying?
I
So
never done time.
it became that, you know what I mean, to where it was like that. And so when I got out, I said, man, I want to take it serious. And it's crazy,
Yeah.
bro, because damn near every celly that I done had, you know what I
Right.
mean? They run into me or they follow me now, or even like youth, people who worked in youth centers and things like
Right.
that. I mean, from me just growing up in the area and just going through the system and things like that, a lot of
Right.
people, they tune in and they be like, dang, bro, you really did what you said you was gonna do. You really stayed
Right.
persistent, like you
Hey,
really what you said you was
hey,
gonna do.
hey, we understand that you got a relationship with Lil Flip. So
Yeah, yeah,
tell us
yeah.
about that.
That's my
Hold
brother.
on.
So
Hold on. Before you tell us about Flip, I just gotta know what do you think about dissing the dead? Like what you think about rappers who do that? Or do you do that? Or like, what you think about that?
hey, I ain't to be real, I ain't never did it. I ain't never really been with it. You know what I'm saying? Because if
Right.
somebody did my dead homies, I feel a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And I really I don't come from no era like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't come from no era. I wasn't raised by people, you know what I'm saying, by no
Right.
old head that really that sanction nothing like that. You know what I mean? Like
Can I?
Okay.
so
Hey, Beats, check this out. I can remember back when we was on that. We used to diss the dead, but it wasn't from social media. It was from tagging on the wall. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Right.
We might say F this person because we knew he got smoked, and we
Hmm.
we we tagging it on the wall and stuff like that. Now we've
right,
done it, but see that was back then. See what I'm
right.
saying? But now it's just crazy because social media it broadens everything, man. It broadens
I mean,
everything.
we dissed hoods. We ain't never dissed
Right.
no dead homies individually back and
Just a
forth.
Right.
straight
Like
person.
it's always been F your hood,
Right.
Mine's up.
But
You know what I'm
to
saying?
straight this the
It's always
person.
been that. You know what I'm saying? We'll diss a hood. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't dissing your dead homie. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Well, I
It
no
be
no
going like
cap
that.
though, bro. We used to do that. We used to do it.
No, I heard that's how it used to be. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my homies out in LA tell me, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
that they put that name on the wall. You know what it is. You know what
I
I'm
remember
saying?
one time, I ain't gonna say their name, but somebody put F1 of our homies just died on the wall. All us marched down there to take it down. And the dude was like, "Oh no, man, we didn't do this. We don't know who did it. We gonna take it down." And they took it down and we got right back to war. It was like, hey, it's
Right.
like,
When,
but
what,
it's a
what was that? When was that?
I don't want to be saying people names about certain
No, you ain't
stuff.
gotta say no names, man. I just want to know when this was,
The
bro.
dude was a regent, man. It was on 56, like on
Oh
Marshfield.
man.
Somebody had put it up. Yeah, you remember that building on, like when you go down 56, and it was a building on the side. It might have been, it was that Three Brothers store that was this was in that building.
Was
They
it
had put it on the side.
NEZ? Was it
You,
FNEZ?
no, it wasn't him. It was the regent. You remember who the regent was? I don't want to just always put that stuff out there, man.
Yeah, man.
Also,
Moving right along. Moving right
yeah,
along.
He tried
Now
to get
back
it
to
up
the
out you, Beats. He tried to get it up out you.
No,
yeah,
moving right along, man. Moving
Yeah,
right along,
I be
man.
trying to
yeah.
let people rest,
Cause
man.
I can remember something like that, but I can't put my finger
I'll
on
tell
it.
you about. I refresh your memory,
All right,
man.
all right, all right.
I don't
Moving
want
right
nobody
along.
feeling like they got punked or nothing, taking the name down, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
Right.
but I'm sure you was there with us. I don't know how you don't remember. But back to the good flip thing. You was telling us.
Okay, yeah, man. That's my brother, man. And recently, a couple years ago, I was one of the first Clover G Records recording artists signed to him. Real deal. You know what I'm saying?
So where you meet him at? Like how did he pick you?
I actually met him through. He came to Minnesota one time, bro, and DJ had linked us up with each other. It
Okay.
was DJ, not Laylo. I don't even think the DJ no more. It was so long ago, man.
Right.
And long story short, he had linked us up. We was in the building with each other, VIP next to him. You know what I mean? And I was having motion at the time, and I just was really at a point in my life where I was just like, man, I'm ready to start jumping off the ledge with this. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
need features, lock in with people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So my my stepfather pretty much Flip said my manager went to him. They agreed on a budget. You know what I mean? And he was like, I was like, I got a song for him. I want him to get on. And he
Right.
was like, all right. They agreed. They locked the budget in. RP Big C too. That's my stepdad. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Rest in
He
peace.
definitely a factor, one of the old school BDs. You know what I'm saying? He locked that in for me. He put that bread up, and a
Yeah.
lot of this wouldn't even been possible if it wasn't for him. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So yeah, he locked that in, and from then Flip just like took a liking to me. It was more so the hunger at the time. You know what I'm saying? People know Flip is freestyle king, bro. He really don't write. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we went to the studio, like went to a studio, it was about like 50 niggas in the studio, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? In a small, secluded area. And I just got the damn near rapping my heart out, man. You know what
I
I'm
know
saying?
that's right.
He was just like, it made him damn near uncomfortable because he was like, man, I can't just freestyle with this dude doing this. You know what I'm saying? So the first time I ever seen him write, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
he actually wrote, you know what I'm saying, with like 50 niggas from all over the world in there. You know what I'm saying? It was niggas like different hoods, niggas from my hood in there, niggas from Chicago was in there. It was like
Right.
a
You
lot of
you knew
and
you
he went in there, he burned that joint, I burned that joint. And then shortly after that, he just hit me up and was like, hey man, uh, I don't even know how he got my number to be real with you. He might have
right.
got it from DJ or something like that. But
Right.
I just woke up one day, like a few months after we did the track, and he was like, hey man, I'm in Minnesota. Pull up on me. And I was like, all right. So then pulled up on him. We did a show. He brought me out again. You know what I'm saying? Didn't know nothing about it. Like I'm new to this. You know what I mean? Then
Right.
he was like, he dropped a project called "Going Out with a Bang" on New Year's, and he was like, "Yo, you got a record Bando with me and you. I want to put that on there and drop that as a single." And I was like, "All right, let's go." You know what I'm saying? So he
Wow.
did that. Then it went from that to bro was like, "Yo, South by Southwest coming up. I never had experienced none of this." You know what I'm saying? And he
Right.
was like, "South by Southwest coming up. I need you to come. I'll book your flight." Woo woo. I'm
Wow.
like, "Cool." But then I'm like, "Yo, I'm trying to let my partner and them experience this with me too, because at the time I'm hitting the ground so hard with my homies, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
To my partners, they going to every show with me, and you know what
Right.
I'm saying. So I just, it was like I respectfully declined it, and it was just like I really want to go, but I want to bring my people with me, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And
Okay.
he was like, hey, you know what? I respect that. He was like, I'm just the money for the flight. I'll just put back towards your gas or whatever to get here.
Uh,
So then that's what we did. So then we rented a SUV, me and my partners, and then we came to Texas and we drove with the gas money that Flip had sent. You know what I'm saying?
you know what?
So
I think when y'all putting it on Facebook and stuff.
yeah, that shit was all over.
Yeah, I think I remember y'all doing that. I
Yeah,
remember, and I'm seeing you
yeah,
with Flip, and I'm like, man, he really
yeah,
putting
that
it
was all
together.
over.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's how that went.
Yeah, so that's how that had went, and that was like basically our first real like initiation. You know what I'm saying? Being outside of my stomping ground. You know what I mean? And coming to Texas and things like that. So then after that, for a while we just rocked out, you know what I mean? And he just was like, I just was really under the impression of telling bro, like, I don't really want much, you know what I'm saying? I just want the experience and some game and some, you know what I'm saying, mentoring and shit like that. And so shortly after that, what he did was he signed me. I had signed a venture with Flipping Empire. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we had got it in paperwork. And yeah,
Dope.
from since then it just been up, man. You know what I mean? And then I moved out here, man. Been active still. You know what I'm
Man.
saying?
Hey, you gotta go where it's motion at.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, certainly, because it wasn't that much motion where we was. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like even at the time, like you helped me with like one of my first shows, me and my homies, when we had did book Hypno. And
Yep.
that was
I
like
remember.
that was like another mainstream, like you know what I'm saying, upcoming feature that was under my belt too. Like you had helped put that together. You know what I'm saying?
Guess what you did for me though? That you don't know.
What?
That nobody knows.
What you talking about?
The biggest feature, biggest record I ever been on in my life, you put me on it. And it's like you sent me the record. Like,
Oh
yeah, I
yeah,
want you to get on this record. I always get somebody like, yeah, do a record with me. Okay. And I do them, whatever. So you
right.
send me the record. And I'm like, hey man, good flip is on this record that you sent me. I think you sent me the wrong thing. And you're like, I want you on this one. I said, oh
Yeah,
yeah. I said, okay.
yeah,
So I
yeah,
do
yeah.
mine, and I sit the back with a surprise for you and Good Flip. What was the
Yeah,
surprise?
yeah, he did, bro. That was crazy. That was crazy, bro.
What was
That
the
was crazy.
surprise that I sent back on the record?
Hey, man. Hey, he sent that thing back with Project Pat on it.
Yeah.
He snapped. He sent it back to with Pat on that snap. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro. Hey,
Uh,
look, and it went further
Yeah.
than that, man. Look, it went further than that because I was like I kind of was familiar with Pat, but like I wasn't really that familiar with him. Like not I
right.
know him, I grew up on his music, but I'm talking about on a personal level, right?
Right.
So he ended up coming back to the city after we did that song, and he ended up asking the promoter where I'm at. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the promoter called me like, "Yo, Pat looking for you." I'm like, "What?" So then so I didn't have Pat number, so I wrote him on
Right.
Facebook. Next thing I know, man, Pat called me on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, listen, man, I need you to holler at the promoter for me. I'm like, what's up, Pat? Man, they tripping. My mans ain't get on the plane because they said we smell like smoke too much. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And I can't leave him because we got another show day after this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna fall back. Did you holler at the promoter for me? You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Yeah.
man, he he reached out to me and he just been solid. I did a couple shows with him after that and everything. So yeah, we had that was dope, man. And Flip loved that verse too, man. He loved your
Hey.
verse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
When I
everybody love your verse on that, bruh. On the
hey
real,
man,
they be like,
I ain't gonna lie, man.
Hey, see, hold on. Before you start, B, see, y'all talking about a song that I didn't get the pleasure to hear, man. Like,
It's everywhere. Flip just put
send
it
it
out
to
on
me.
this
Nah, just
album.
send it to me.
yeah, yeah. Hey, look, he liked it
Send it
so
to
much
me.
he put it out. You
Yeah,
feel
he
me?
put it. Flip
I was
just put
waiting
it.
to press green on it. He like, man, this going on the Club Nostra. I'm like, say less.
Yeah,
Man,
he just put it out this year on his
Yeah,
album.
yeah,
It's I
yeah,
we was at the verses and me and Pat and Flip was talking and I asked him where you was at and he was like,
yeah,
oh man, he ain't get to come. I said, man, what you gonna do with that record? Yeah, oh, man, I'm putting that out. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. And
yeah.
and probably like 2 weeks later, it was out. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So
yeah. And when you
we
seen them at the verses, I didn't even make the verses, bro,
right.
uh, because I had flew in like the next day because
I remember that.
I had to do my own stuff. I had a
Yeah,
show.
you had something going on.
Yeah,
You
I was
had.
booked myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I had one and was getting my own bag. I had booked, flew into LA like the next day, and was shooting music videos and doing
Hey
shows
man,
stuff like
you're a real
that.
success story, man. I definitely, man. I'm just keep pushing, man. You are a fact that
yes, sir.
people can make it if they keep grinding, man. I seen your grind, man. Like I say, I remember when y'all went out there and got with Flip, and I next
Yeah,
thing I seen you when you was going. I think I might have talked to you when you was going. Next thing I see
yeah,
you in front of the Phantom with Flip. I'm like,
yeah,
okay, okay.
Hey,
yeah, yeah.
and I know I know exactly how it be when you locked up and you got them dreams of being a mother millionaire, man. I know them
Man,
dreams, bro. I had them.
He
I'm
did.
I had them.
telling you.
He
Hey, and
did.
them that's what keep me persistent, man, is knowing how far I done came, man. I tell people all the time, man, like really if it's be comfortable with your past. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that could be what give you the most it can inspire you more than anybody, anything, or any place. You know what I'm saying? Your biggest inspiration and motivation is within yourself for sure. You know what I'm saying? I tell
Hey
people that.
man, I'm gonna tell you something else, man. We're gonna have to bring you back. I really appreciate how you was at an event and you still stuck to what what we got going on. You're not like me. If I was at something big like you was at, somebody would have been Beats, we need you. No, I'm just playing, man. I
Yeah,
appreciate you, man. We just gotta have you back, man. It ain't no other way to put it. I ain't gonna hold you
yeah,
too long because I know you at something. But
yeah. Appreciate it.
we do have people shouting at you. Sorry, streets, man. I just love this dude, y'all. So the story just, he just amazing what he did. He really went and did it, and people need to realize that. Invest some money and look what it could turn into. Not Flip on. He probably had to tell Flip, you can't get on this song, Flip. That's all from paying Flip for one verse. Invested in himself. You know
That
what I'm
was it.
saying?
Invested in man, bro, I tell you, you know what I'm saying? I be telling artists all the time, man, you gotta this your music career is like a muscle, man. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
like you working out, you know what I'm saying? You gotta build, you gotta them open mics, that's gonna build character. You performing in front of
Yeah.
5, 15 people. You gotta do it even when in. I had nights, bro, where I done got booked in Kansas and 15 people only showed up to see your boy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, but
Nah,
it's
now I see with the big crowd. Well,
you
we
gotta
gon' me and Snap gonna be at South by Southwest, man. So
Oh yeah,
we gon'
listen,
we gon'
I got a show, I got a couple shows at South by Southwest, so we definitely
I'm gonna
personally,
call
you
you.
know,
Cause
Again,
I'm gonna try to come to every one, and we gonna
yeah,
have you
I'll
on the
probably
red
how you
carpet
come
with
through and do
getting
your
in.
verse, man. I'll probably how you come through do your verse.
Hey, guess what? I don't mind if I do.
Yeah. I'm gonna probably how you come through do your verse, man.
You know, old dude can get in there, do a little something.
No, I'll
Man, I
probably how
love you, man. I
you know what I'm
really
saying.
appreciate you. You know, you one of the people that keep me doing. You one of the people that got us doing this, man. Tell everybody how they can get up with you, so they can. If they ain't heard about you, they finna find out now.
Oh yeah,
Tell
man.
them.
I'm on all social media platforms. Young Nook at Young Nook World, Instagram at Young Nook Music, Facebook, YouTube, Young Nook. Uh, I'm all over the place, man. It ain't gonna be hard to find me at all.
That's
All
it.
over the place. A lot of new music dropping this year, man. Um, I ain't even made no announcements yet, man. There's some bigger things going on as well. Uh, there's some
Hey,
bigger things going on, man.
hey, man.
I'm gonna have to tell you, you know what I'm saying, in
We
the
go.
DM. But
We gonna do this again, man. I'm
yeah,
gonna be in touch. Nothing but love,
yeah,
man.
yeah, we gotta,
Salute, salute,
we
man.
definitely gonna lock in, man. Like I said, man, I appreciate y'all having me on the show, man. And like I said, whenever you need me on here, man, I got you, man. We gotta
Man, you
do it,
coming back? We gonna be with you in Texas. So that's
man.
it.
We gotta set it back again. And, hey, man, look, I would if it wasn't for this, I'd be sitting right here longer. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's
I'd
why
be
I ain't
sitting
gonna
right
hold you.
here
I know
longer.
you had something. Really
I'd be sitting
appreciate
right
it,
here
big dog.
longer.
I see you
I'd be
soon.
sitting longer. For
I see
sure,
you in
man.
All
March.
right, bro. Salute, salute.
Number up.
Salute, man. Y'all have a safe night, man. Y'all be blessed.
You
Number
For
too.
up.
sure.
Man, that was real dope right there, Snap. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah,
Somebody somebody that really did it. But you know,
yeah, man. Hey, being locked up, and no lie, before we get to our next guest, when I caught that case,
right,
me thinking that you telling me that y'all took my music to a seminar, and I remember all that, right?
right,
Psychologically in my head, so I'm thinking like, I need to get out of here.
right.
So I started writing more and more stuff. It motivated me, bro, and it had me thinking I was some type of rapper when I was in the county. It
Man, that's
got me through
crazy
all that.
because when I was in the county, rap was the last thing on my mind, man. I couldn't do it. I
Hey,
had to figure that case out. You know what I'm
you
saying?
write your best. You write your best music when you feeling in pain, bro.
Man, I
When
was
you in
feeling
pain, that's when your best music come out. That's when your feelings come out. From the gut.
yeah, it
You know what I'm
definitely
saying?
had me stuck. Now when I got out, I was ready. Hold on. We got the streets checking in.
The
Trey
streets is
Boogie,
watching.
Tracy LaRue, Cream Gotti, what's up, Joe? All the
Yeah,
way from Vegas. We got Trey Boogie all the way San Diego. Show Body still here.
yeah,
Aston J. Spears, my boy Young Savage just checked in. Man, this next dude, though, right here, you know, at one time, well, not no one time, this my dude, you know, he's part of the double HMG situation, something that I was heavily involved in. But, you know, I met this brother in Atlanta, and he turned out to be a real good dude. He really wanna like, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like when they talk like, oh, they're real dude, real dude. This dude here, man, he remind me kind of how the Beats was. He never get mad about nothing. He just never get mad. You can do stuff. I be seeing people do stuff to try to make it mad. He just don't care. It's just like he never get. He gonna smoke one in their face. Like this dude right here, though. We got a lot of music together. We gonna drop. You know, I call him Top Shotta, but you know, nickname. But this is the one and only Sho Shott all the way from the A in the
yeah.
building.
What going on?
What's up, Top Shotta?
Man, I'm happy to be a part of y'all movement with the motion, man.
Man,
Yes, sir.
We happy you here with us. We gonna tell them what you did the last time at the end. We ain't gonna tell them now. We tell them at the end. But you know,
Y'all folks.
I'm glad you're here, Top Shotter. But you know, you family. You know, but you
That's
hey, and especially like the people that was at my son's funeral. Y'all always got it. It's like I can't never. I can get mad at you, but I can't never hate you, man. For real, you know what I'm saying? But still gotta screen you, man, because rules is rules, man. The streets is the streets,
Oh,
it is what it is, man.
dog.
The beats too, man.
So
man.
I'ma cut into you first. What city are you from, dog?
Man, you know I'm from Atlanta, man. Not just any part of Atlanta. I'm from College Park, Atlanta, man. 30349, man.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
what's your hood in Atlanta?
My hood is Old National, man. Gobby Road, Red Oak, Roosevelt Highway, all the way
Right.
to Zone 3, Cleveland Avenue, all the way up through there. That,
Okay, now I'm not gonna ask you your gang affiliation or street tribe affiliation, but if you want to tell us, no problem.
man, yeah.
What
The big
what mobs is in your neighborhood, man? What street tribes is in the area?
in my neighborhood where I'm from, it's like rolling 60s out there. That's what Gunna them is. Well, he probably was.
He probably.
He was 50.
So tell people what a Rolling 60 is. Some people don't
That's
know.
that's a crip from LA. My big homie OG Troop started that little movement over there. Rest in peace to big homie Troop.
Rest in peace. So Rolling 60s, what else around there?
You got some Pyrus, you got some 20 Pyrus, you got some Denver Lane Bloods, you got some Sex Money Murder, you got a lot of GD.
So
Uh
what do you roll?
me, I'm representing the Denver Lane Bloods.
Denver Lane Bloods.
West West Bucks with it. Shout out to ABD King Slick too. I be watching his little movement. He in the game. He doing his thing. I be trying to get him to fuck with me, but you know he got his own motion.
Get him the buck with you?
No, fuck with me on the rap shit. I be trying to get
Hey,
him.
hey, if I want to come to Atlanta and give me something to eat, man,
Hold on,
where you gonna
Snap.
send me?
We don't curse. Tell us without cursing, man.
Oh
But
yeah.
go ahead, Snap.
Well, me and Beats had this same conversation, and I said, man, if you in Atlanta and you want some good soul food, please stop by Big Daddy. So get what we did. We went to Big Daddy.
We went to Big Daddy's and it was good.
But we got other spots. We got Mr. Everything. That's right across the street from where Rick Ross stay at. It's a restaurant in the little plaza across the street. It's called Mr. Everything. Delicious.
All
Mr.
right.
Everything.
Well, hey, how long you been an artist, man? How long you been doing this?
But forever, ever.
That's for real.
I mean, hey, put a number on it so we can know.
Since high school. I think
Okay, that's good enough.
Bone. When I first heard Bone, I started rapping fast. It's funny because I told Lazy Bone this story when we was in the lobby that day.
Right.
I showed them my first rap and I rapped it, and they was like, "Oh, you should have kept rapping like that, fool." I say, "Nah, niggas was saying that only y'all could do it. It was already
Man, you and Lazy Bone click so tight. I have to go to bed on y'all. I'm like, man, these dudes, they walk around the hotel messing with everybody. Y'all was, y'all, they made you the fifth member of Bone that night. They was so, you like, you with us. Wait,
was that
hold on. We got the streets checking in. We got the streets catching in.
them niggas wanted me to jump on the tour bus. I say, man, I don't know if I can leave
Oh
crack.
no, y'all was kicking it. Hold on. Cream Gotti said he was part of WHMG too. He said, "Shot what up?"
What up, man?
Uh-oh. GG High Tower said, "Jump." He said, "Show shot, I see you." Much love to my homie Jig. Uh, so I don't know, Snap. He might know. I know this dude knows some movies because I didn't watch them with him. So let's see what let's see what he say, Snap.
What about the either some regular movies or hood movies or movies overall?
Well, however you want to roll, but this is hood hierarchy, so you
All right,
know.
well, okay, we're gonna say hood movies.
I'm a hood classic. I watched them all, so you can just name them.
All right, well, I'm gonna name 4 and put them all in the category from 1 to 4. And I'm gonna just throw them out there. This ain't what I think. I'm gonna just throw it out there. The first one come to my head is Juice.
Would I rank it?
Yeah.
You want my
What out of top 5, where would you put Juice?
I put that at number 5.
Okay.
Mm.
Tupac was
Boys in the Hood.
huh?
Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood, another 5.
Mm.
Them 2 classes right there.
What about Shottas?
Take the what and leave the what?
Okay.
Ding, ding, ding. That's his name.
Hold on. Paid in Full.
Come on, man. Them easy. Them all 5s right there. You ain't give me
Okay. All right, I'm finna give you a 1.
Wait, so is Shot going 5 at the top?
Now he said Shotta is a 1.
Oh, okay, that's a 1. Okay.
I'm gonna give you a 1. And if you don't think this a 1, bro,
No,
man.
it's my favorite movie of all time. That's got to be however it's ranking, it's the top.
Let me give you this one right here. Menace to Society.
Man, all of them I love. Like you gotta give me some week like Snow in the Bluff or something, man.
No, I'm going off. I'm going off legendary like box office films that sold millions.
All of them.
The big films.
I give them 5-star ranking, man.
Okay. You saying them all dope.
Yeah, them all are dope.
Okay.
Them all like I can watch them religiously, like Blow.
Gotcha.
Matter of fact, I just watched Top Shotters the other day. I call it Top Shotters. I gave it.
Hey, I watched all the movies. I love Shottas.
My love, that remind me of
Menace to Society would be my first choice out of all hood movies. I think that's the hood movie of hood movies. Menace. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give it a little bit to Boys in the Hood, too, because when Boys in the Hood came out, we didn't really have no hood movies like that before. Right. So I think it just started a trend. Juice was okay. I wasn't too big on Juice like that, like it being, but it was a good movie, though.
Because Tupac was the typical black dude when you give him a gun, he went ballistic with it. I want the gun. Then he started taking people along.
Right.
Hey, hold on. Let me get back to the rapping now. I gotta give up a dirty secret to Top Shotter that he don't know. When Shot came around, I became a better rapper. I really did. Cause Shot was talking about what I was talking about. See, everybody else was killing and doing all this and all that. And not to take none away from my people.
Y'all was pimping. Y'all was
not
pimping.
to take none away from my people. It's like I just knew Shot was everything he was saying he was about getting this money, about being a narco and all this, because I'd have been in the A with him. And like he really moving and grooving. And like to see him leave all that and to come be in the studio trying to make it and make it happen, I'm like, man, this dude is serious. And it's just like just being around him, he'll do a verse like, man, he don't even realize. I didn't even get on a lot of songs, but almost every song that I got on, you was on it. You don't even realize that, do you?
Yeah. I remember we did that Thursday show, no mercy. I say, he gonna automatically want.
Yeah. Anything I heard Shot on, I was getting on it. I had to contain myself from getting on some of your records because I didn't want to be like, oh, he just come hog his way on every record. But you know, you got it, dog, and it's like,
yeah. Y'all making me miss being in the studio, man.
But now this dude, it's like I just respect the way you move too, cause it's like I had you being a hype man for Crunchy
Yeah, for a
for
long, for a year.
for a minute. I'm like, hey, just do your thing, cause your time gonna come. And when your time came, you never dropped the ball. You never dropped the ball. It's like
And you don't supposed to.
I I was always impressed, and that's why to see you drop this new video, I just love that you're working and doing your thing. What's the name of the new video that you dropped?
Great again, great again. It's on YouTube. Just search, go to the Google search bar and type in "Sho Shott," two T's, and it'll
What
pop right up.
what you making great again?
The South Side, man. You know, it's all few of us. The East Side really control the waves. That's why I did the song. We
You know,
gonna
you the first person to do this on the show. How did the hook go, man? Please just spit the hook one time,
in the water with the sharks. Keep the stars out in them jars. Stack money, not bras. Bring out the whole college park. Hey, 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 hey. Gon' make the South Side.
man.
Gon' make the South Side great again.
that, that
Gon'
that
make the South Side. Yeah, man.
that's my dog right there, man. Oh, Young Savage said I was posted on Valley Hill, FEB Savage.
Oh yeah, that was my first song I did about the trap. Posted on the hill, on the
Let me ask you this, shot, because you, Nook, y'all did something that people be scared to do. What is it like to just move away from where you live, where all your family at, all your friends at, to go on the road and do this rap thing? Because you done it a couple of times.
man. Really, it's really kind of tough, especially if you're not a loner like myself, because
Right,
you got to leave a lot of stuff. You got to take a lot of sacrifice.
right.
Pardon me for a minute. I'm trying to put my phone on the charger.
Oh yeah, you got you gotta have a charge. I hit the streets on you real quick. Hold on. I hit the streets on you real quick. Savage said coldest ish. Y'all need to drop that. Put big fella in a suit.
The who?
Um Deontay McClain said professional sucker ducker.
Sucker duckers. You dig.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
man. You got to say.
Hey, you know where I got that from, man?
Where you get it from?
I was watching remember that movie Snoop came up with East Side?
The
Yeah,
East. Hey.
Remember he was getting out of jail and
yeah.
he was hollering at the OG, and the OG was like, "Yeah, man, you got to be a professional sucker ducker out here, man. You got to duck these suckers." You know what I'm saying? It was just some old, I got that from, it stuck with me because
Gotta
that
duck
movie
these
old.
suckers. Gotta duck these suckers. But I got a question I gotta ask you. Shot.
Come on with it.
It's bothered me. It's bothered me for some time. And since you real and I'm real, I just want to know, man. Rest in peace to Gangsta Boo, right? When
Right.
we left that big show in Atlanta, why y'all take me to a gay club, man? I'm in there. Every
Man, there
woman
you
I'm
go with the
talking to.
game, bro. That's not. You know what? Gay
Why?
people
Y'all
don't
didn't
in
drop
that
them off
club,
at the
but
Blue
Why?
Oyster, did
Why
it
y'all?
did
is
I end
not
up?
a gay club, bro. The gay club is at the top. It's another club at the top. We passed the gay club to get to that club.
But seemed like every woman I
Hey,
was talking to a bounce away. Okay, I just
Nah, the women like it be women and like other women in that club. That's why I go to the club.
okay.
hey,
All
soon as
right.
Beats walked up in there, some dude with a motorcycle outfit just grabbed him and started tugging
Nah,
with
it
him.
wasn't.
Well,
I would have
it
left.
wasn't
I
like
would have left if that would have happened.
it wasn't like the Blue Oyster or nothing. But I'm just like, man, it seems like all the girls want the girls. I'm just like, I don't know.
No,
Oh
It
man.
was
man.
more
That
girls.
club was called MJQ, man. It's underground. It's like an underground
Yeah, it was
club.
underground. It was more girl stuff going on. Yeah,
Yeah, that
man.
club, it be a club. That's like the reason why people go to that club because that's probably the only club where it ain't gonna be no shootout.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Or when you leave the club, your car ain't gonna be broken into because that's what's really going on.
Hey,
So
Beats, do you remember the Prop House They used to be like
Yeah,
kind of
protest.
downtown.
Yeah.
Then they had like a little gay section in the front and a straight
I
section
don't
in the
know,
back.
man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't never
Look, he
went to
gonna
a gay
segue
club
up out of that one,
except
Snap
that. Man.
G.
I
When
just
you
think
DJing up there beats
I
faithfully
just never had no
every
interest in
weekend.
go. Nah, wasn't me.
Look, he gonna
Wasn't
segue up out of that conversation.
wasn't me. Hey, top shotter. I gotta ask you this, man, because I've been around a lot of celebrities, and you've been right there with me too, around these celebrities, right? Like, how does that make you feel? Like, is it nothing to you, or do you just say like, man, this never gets old to me? Like, how did that make you feel?
Man, at first, I used to be kind of, I used to be kind of numb to it, cause I'd be around all these folks, but I never said nothing. But then I started thinking like, nigga, you stupid. You need to start networking and start communicating with these folks and start building bridges. So
Right,
now I pay homage. You know, I take advantage of the situation. Where at first I was I was just abusing it. I wasn't really, we be around all these folks. I'm like, they normal folks. I wasn't really
right,
trying to link up like how I was with a lazy bone. You ain't never see me do that at first.
right. Yeah, you was kicking it, man. You with everybody kicking it. Yeah, man. It's just dope having you here, man. Now you know you got to come back, dog. I just love to see you
Yeah, man, we
working,
had
and
to get you back in there, man.
Oh yeah,
love to see
and
you working.
me and
Man.
You
Galais
know,
got that new song coming out February the 11th called "Do With It." It's like a
Do
female
with it.
little classic jam. It's one of his classic jams.
So let me ask you this: you in Chicago now? How much do you like Chicago over the A?
Man, you know what? Everybody asks me this question. I like it better because I'm like a ghost out here. Like in Atlanta, if I go somewhere, people go, "Hey, that's Shot, that Keith." They gonna
Right,
call me
right,
by the names that they know me by. But out
right.
here, I'm like a ghost. Don't nobody. I'm out the way. Unless I want to get in the way, then I can call you and other people and get in the way. But on a day-to-day basis, I'm out the way.
Well, hey, Top Shotter, I gotta have you back, man. I
chill.
appreciate it that you came back because you got busy on us at the
Yeah,
last
man, I
interview.
apologize, and I gotta tell y'all, I fell asleep on the last time, y'all. I was tired, like
Hey,
young Thug, rest in peace, Thug, free Thug. His little girl said I was tired.
man, hey, he had the little couch pillow. He was hugged up with the couch pillow and everything, man.
I wasn't even trying to go to sleep though. Like I was psyching myself up, but I
I'm
just kept feeling myself doze out waiting.
like, we so bored. I gotta ask you something though, right? I gotta ask you something. Back to the hood stuff. Back to the streets, right? Before we go. Back to the
Come on,
streets.
you can ask me anything.
What makes a blood not like a crip? Do you know?
Man, it used to be like for deaths and stuff. Like you take one of my partners or somebody, one close to y'all took one of my partners, then it went like that. But with the music stuff got into play, they started getting kind of cool. Like YSL is Crips and Blood. So
I never
like
I
that's
never
why
knew
they
that.
represented
Okay.
the green color.
Okay. Yeah, I never knew that. Well, yeah,
The Rolling
man. It
60 Gunner them I brought all the Crips in there. Everybody who was with Thug was all blood.
right. Well, hey, man. I just gotta thank you for coming out. We kind of getting close to our end, so I can't do our normal ending. So since we got you here, well, we got to do our normal ending. Oh, one more from the streets. Cortez, Goodfella, Curry. Sorry, because I don't know when you said this. He said, "Pull the P Diddy LOL exhibit." I don't know when he said that. I don't know when he said it, but
Hey, I think
hey,
we was talking about that gay club.
Oh yeah, yes.
Oh nah, it wasn't that type of club
That
like that. It wasn't no secret rooms and none of that shit. Like that's
nah,
crazy.
I'm just messing with y'all, man. It was like an
Beat,
all women club. I
yeah,
think
beat.
Gangsta Boo was there, and she
And she
told
the
us to
one who
come over there.
wanted to go.
Yeah, she had a bunch of girls with her. It was just all women, but they all was gay women. I just never seen nothing like that
Right.
before. We was the only dudes in there. But this is what I want to say, man. And you stay on, shot. If you want us to be all right, hit the like. If you want
And
us to
like,
survive, hit that subscribe. If you really care,
subscribe.
hit that share. If you
Chill.
want to see us fly, hit that notify. If you own it, leave a comment. Tell them
Yeah,
something, Snap G.
yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, check this out. To stand still is to die. Remember that. I'm gonna say it again. To stand still is to die. Keep it moving.
Keep it moving. And now to you, top shotter, shotter don data. I want you to say this and say it loud and proud, man. What's your hood?
Valley Hill.